This is the 10 Minutes with Andrew podcast.
Welcome back to 10 Minutes with Andrew. Of course, Andrew again joined by Mark Chancey. Welcome back to the show.
You haven't said two words to me today. You don't have any notes over there. What the hell is going on? Oh, we got them on your phone.
Yeah.
Oh, you're high tech.
I just made them, but yeah, I have them.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Going for plus 10 here today and rain.
Yeah.
Take some of that.
Get rid of the snowbanks.
Snow away. I think it was 16 and sunny in Mississauga yesterday. Maybe not sunny, but 16. Not bad. 10.
And you're trying to move.
Do you want to talk about DeBrier?
No, I do
Okay.
not. All I'll say is
we won't. Then.
Brad Guggi was eliminated.
Okay.
In his final ever tournament.
My mama told me, you got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. I got nothing nice to say.
So, yeah.
Not a big curling fan.
Leave
it there.
Yeah.
So, go ahead.
But it has increased the traffic downtown, given that the Briar is...
I suppose. I was down Friday night, not to curling, have supper. No trouble.
Yeah?
No trouble.
No trouble?
No trouble.
Yeah, get rid of some of the snowbanks.
Get rid of some of the snow banks. That would be good. I was in to pay for your junior golf membership last week.
Yeah.
Which you now owe me over $1,000 because you...
No, I did.
You owed me about $500, and then I said double or nothing if you get a 200 game in bowling. You said, no problem, I'll take that. You shook on it and everything, didn't you? Did you get a 200 game?
No.
So now you're over $1,000 you owe me. And then you're planning on doing another double or nothing next time we bowl?
Yeah, which is not next week, but the week after.
Okay, so you're either wipe your debt clean or you're going to owe me over $2,000.
Yeah.
Which, I got to say, I don't know where you're getting $2,000.
I don't have 2,000.
Well, this is interesting. I don't know if I should take the bet then, should I? How am I going to take a bet with a guy I know can't pay? One day you're going to get a job, though, and you'll just give me your first 10 paychecks, that's all. What are we doing today, my son?
We're doing a Leafs trade deadline recap, and we're also going to talk about some of the other moves that happened.
Leafs trade deadline recap
throughout the league.
That's the production I did for that one. Didn't know what we're doing. Leafs trade deadline recap. So this should be over in 3 minutes.
Anyway, so first, the Leafs
were very good last night.
The Leafs is deja vu. The Leafs lost to the Lightning again.
Perfect. Fall.
That's what I said last night.
Fall. Get into the bottom five.
Get the pick.
Retain that pick.
That's exactly what I said last night.
And I'm not so sure they're not doing that.
And just lose. Just keep losing.
Not a problem.
Lose. And
it was 1-1. I flicked the channel over. I was watching a bit of American Greed for a few minutes. Flicked it back, still in the first period. 4-1.
Yeah.
I mean, within 3 minutes, it was 4-1. Anyway, good fall. Keep falling. They got a long way to go because St. Louis, I believe, is the 5th worst team in the league, and they're still 8 points up on St. Louis.
Yeah.
So, fall. Maybe that's why they're keeping Berube.
Maybe.
They think he's not that good of a coach, and there's no way they can win. What's your thoughts? Are you talking about him?
Berube?
Yeah.
If you want to, yeah.
No, I want to ask you. Is he staying or going?
I don't think he's going to stay.
So why aren't they getting rid of him? Seems awfully cruel to keep a guy in there you're getting rid of. I mean, let him go and just give it to one of the assistants for the rest of the year. Who cares?
Well, they might do that in the next few games, but they're not doing
really,
it now.
How many more do they need to see? What a sorry state. But at this point, you just have to keep losing. Because they need that pick.
Sid Sixero thinks that they're keeping Berube because the locker room needs to take accountability and that they don't need to just blame it on the coach all the time.
Well,
what he basically said was they might say to the players, like, he's staying because it's your fault and not his, and we're not going to fire another coach for you guys because you don't know how to play.
I'd give him another go at it with a new team, but we'll see how new the team is because there's still a lot of old parts sticking around. I see Scott Laughton scored last night.
He did?
Yep.
With his new team?
Yep.
Who do they have? Who do they play next?
Who?
Leafs.
Montreal.
Oh, that'll be a loss.
Tuesday night. Can you imagine the league? Like, how stupid is Gary Bettman?
Oh, my God.
Montreal, Toronto on a Tuesday night. Like, who's running the league? Seriously. Tuesday night, the Habs and Leafs.
Gary Bettman.
Horrible decision making. They couldn't switch
Bill
that.
Daly.
They couldn't switch that schedule and have them play Saturday night when Tuesday night, Leafs and Habs. No, it doesn't matter because the Leafs suck. But never, ever should the Leafs and Habs play on a Tuesday frickin' night. Well done, Gary Bettman. Your league is a joke. What else you got over there?
I don't know if Gary Bettman is the one who makes the schedules.
Everything comes down to him.
And
His
Bill
league
Daly.
is a joke. His officiating is a joke. Everything's a joke. Gary Bettman is a joke, but the owners love him because they can control him like a puppet. Yeah. And what else you got over there? I don't want to be in a bad mood.
Well, first we have 3 Leafs trades to talk about because 3 of them happened. Then we have 3 other moves to talk about that happened around the league. So first thing, this happened a couple of days before the deadline, or maybe I think it was the day before actually.
Nicky Roy.
Nick Waugh.
Oh, you're so French.
Has been traded to the Colorado Avalanche in exchange for a conditional first and conditional fifth. They got a first. They finally got a first.
Way more than I expected to get.
And it's not going to be a high first because it's Colorado, but it's still a first nonetheless.
Yeah. Great players come out of the second round too, you know.
The fact you got a first for Nick Waugh is a great deal in that aspect.
So we're okay with that one.
Yeah.
The universe and Twitterverse is not all over tree living for that one, I bet.
No.
But
we'll get to that now when we get to the other moves. So yeah, Nick Waugh, and it's funny because they were on the trade center. They were calling him Nicolau, which was really weird to hear.
Then they are you going to talk about Kadri too?
That's later.
Oh, okay, because they really shored up their center position. I'll tell you.
Colorado, they're definitely making a push for the cup, for sure. They're making a push for that cup.
Why wouldn't they? Best team in the league.
But it's tough division, you know, tough conference.
Like Dallas and Minnesota.
Dallas and
be
Minnesota,
good,
yeah.
But I don't doubt Nathan McKinnon.
And
don't say that as strongly as I used to after he missed that open net in the Olympics. But you know what I was thinking? Speaking of Olympics and how the U.S. beat Canada in hockey.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be something to see Canada beat the U.S. in the World Baseball Classic in the finals? Wouldn't that be something?
It would be something.
Right? U.S. beat us at our game. We beat them at their game. I'm holding out for that.
See, they say that that's their national pastime, but I feel like Americans are much more football people than they are baseball people.
I would say. Yeah.
Yeah.
But lacrosse is also Canada's national sport.
That apparently there's 2.
So now there is. Never used to be.
That and hockey, yeah.
So work that one out. I've never seen a lacrosse game, even on television when they start televising.
There's nothing.
It's not really watchable as far as I'm concerned. There was
It's
curling.
people with like sticks with nets in the end.
It's a tough game, but I'm not into it.
Me neither. Next, the Leafs trade Bobby McMahon to the Seattle Kraken for a second rounder and a fourth rounder. Now, as was pointed out, the Predators traded away one of their guys for a second rounder, and he was not as good as Bobby McMahon. So people were kind of on trailing for this one because it's like, well, if the Predators can trade away their guy that's not as good as McMahon and get a second, why can't you get something better?
Who decides who's as good or not as good?
Well, this guy was like
just based on points.
This guy was like a third or fourth liner, and
so is Bobby McMahon.
McMahon's like they usually put him in the
on a bad team. Yeah. At times he played on the first line. You tell me Bobby McMahon's a first liner? No. So, and I tried to explain this to you the other day. The market gives you what he's worth, right?
Yeah.
And if you couldn't get a first for him, you can't get a first for him. Do you want to keep him? Then you get nothing for him. Because the end of the year is a UFA, right?
By the way, he wants 5 times 5. Did we talk about that last
I hope
week?
he might get it. He probably will get it. But Leafs can't pay that.
But he's not going to a better team.
And why do we want to keep all the same faces around that have done nothing for the last decade? Good question, Mark.
Why is he's not going to a better team. He's going to Seattle.
Yeah. They might not even make the playoffs, but good for Bobby. He's in a playoff run again. They got a shot at something. They're in a wild card position.
Yeah.
So,
as Craig Button pointed out on Trade Center, Seattle has done nothing since they've come into the league. They are one of the most irrelevant teams.
They haven't been around that long. Unfortunately, they compare them to Vegas, who came in lightning in a bottle and won the cup in like their first year or something, didn't they? Close to?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I remember back in the old days when the expansion teams came in, they were irrelevant for a long time. I don't think being in a wild card position makes you irrelevant.
I don't think. When Minnesota came in, they were terrible for you. They're only good now, really. And
the Wild version or the Minnesota North Star version?
The Wild version.
Oh, okay.
And Columbus was an expansion team the same year, and they haven't been good. So
Columbus has had some good years. They've been in the playoffs.
A few.
Have they won a cup? No.
no.
But if winning cups is how you rate how good your teams are, Leafs are.
And last year was
horrible.
last year was a heartbreaker because they just missed out by a few points. But this year they were bad. And
Shohei Ohtani is that bad against Australia,
this is Australia versus Japan World Baseball Classic.
and Australia is winning 1-0.
Yeah,
How is that possible?
Australia has nobody either, which is really
How is that
This is
possible?
not good for Japan.
And it's the bottom of the 7th. Is this live?
Yeah, I think so. Pretty sure it is live.
It's the bottom of the 7th, and Japan is losing to Australia.
1-0.
Now, they just walked Ohtani. There's 9 innings in this, is there?
I think so. Yeah,
Okay. If Australia beats Japan, wow.
that's not good.
I didn't even think baseball was a thing in Australia.
Me neither.
They're into that Aussie rules football. Getting sidetracked. Go ahead.
But from what was I going to say? Well, Columbus. So Columbus last year was a heartbreaker because they missed out by a few points, and then this year they were bad. Then they hired Rick Bowness, and they've been I think 14-2 or something since they
also lost
hired
one of their best forwards.
him.
Yeah. Tragically.
Yeah, Johnny. Yeah,
Yeah.
and
So they could have been a little better.
they could have been for sure.
But they're always competitive. They always beat the snot out of the Leafs.
And they got a good first round guy.
Again, I don't think that should
Adam
be a
Pinto.
scale by which we measure how good you are if you can beat the Leafs.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
And finally, with the Leafs, the Leafs trade Scott Lawton
Oh, this is the one everybody's upset
to the
about.
Los Angeles Kings for a conditional third. And the condition on the third is, by the way, that if LA makes the playoffs,
It's a second.
it's a second.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, like Dangle made a video talking about the Lawton deal. And he said, I bet you're waiting for me to say and, because there's only one thing coming back that other way. And that, because they only got one thing for a guy they gave up a first on a prospect for.
I understand that. Again, last year when he made the deal, nobody talked about how horrible it was to give away what he got. They needed a center for the playoffs. They got one. He's now going to be a UFA. Nobody wanted to offer more than that. What's Tree Living going to do? Say, no, we're going to keep him and get nothing for him.
I'm pretty sure people did say it was a bad trade when it happened.
Not many.
I don't.
Not many.
I don't think many people think that giving up a first for Scott Lawton is a good idea.
No one commented. They may have said in passing, it might have been a bit pricey. So Brandon Carlo, look what we gave up. But might not have. If we can get to that bottom 5.
Yeah.
But I have no problem with that. I understand. That's the trade deadline, right? When you're going for it, you might pay a bit too much, or the market might be a buyer's market, might be a seller's market.
There were reports about people being interested in these guys pre-Olympic break.
So
Why couldn't you do it then?
if no one's going to dance with you, you can't make a deal.
But everyone was interested in him
So
back
what do they
then.
want Tree Living to do? Say, oh, we'll keep him and get nothing for him. No, even Tree went on there and said it's his fault. All of this is his fault. He knows that's a lousy deal. But who saw them making that move last March, February, whenever it was, and then being this horrible less than a year later? Who saw that coming?
Nobody.
If they were in a playoff run now, no one would be mentioning anything because they would have been buyers at the deadline.
Yeah.
And now Tree's getting all kinds of trouble because he didn't get a first rounder, he got a second rounder maybe.
And probably not because LA's not going to make the playoffs.
Now Scott Lawton, I don't know if he was ever in the right position and ever in the right role in Toronto.
Yeah.
But from what I've seen, and I didn't see him much in Philadelphia, we'd be lucky to get a second rounder for that guy.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, his production was horrible. He had one memorable night when he played against the Flyers in Philadelphia. I don't see what all the fuss was about.
But he was a good leader.
That's what they say. I don't know him that way. I don't know. Because one thing that team lacks is leadership.
Yeah, it's true. You're right.
So, anyway, I know you want to come down on him for it. You want to go on a rant?
No.
No rant? It's a horrible situation for Tree Living to be in. I blame him now, kind of like
I don't think
60-40
should be.
This is still
Here.
a 40% Dubas mess he's trying to get out from under. I was hoping he'd be able to clean house a bit more than he did. I'm really surprised OEL is around. Really surprised.
Yeah, but he's not on an expiring deal.
I know. And Tree Living can say, we would need at least a first for him. And if no one was offering that, keep him. because he's their best defenseman.
What I heard, the asking
He's
price.
their best defenseman. That's how sad life is.
The asking price for him was a first and a second.
Perfect. And if you want to pay that, perfect.
And nobody
We'll let
paid
him
it.
go. If you don't want to pay that, we'll keep him for next year because he's still a good defenseman.
Yeah.
He never gets hurt.
Corey Perry scored last night with Tampa. And he just got traded back there.
Ah, goody.
So,
Goody. I got nothing to say about that either. So basically, Corey Perry going to Tampa guarantees them
They're gonna
be
lose in the cup
eliminated
final.
in the cup
Yeah,
final.
yeah.
Perfect. I love to see it. I don't have anything to do here today. No drum rolls, no nothing. 15 minutes in. What else you got?
Nazem Kadri.
Yeah.
Going back to Colorado.
I guess
The
Naz-
team he won the cup with.
Naz is the biggest winner of
Yeah.
the trade deadline. Leaves Calgary and goes
Calgary
back
got a haul,
to the Colorado Avalanche. And wow, good for him.
I think Colorado's definitely going to be. I think they're almost a lock at this point.
Well,
'Cause
they'll either win the cup or they'll be bounced out in the first round. That's the way Colorado plays.
Yeah.
They get caught asleep for a couple of games starting out. Didn't they get bounced in the first round last year? I think they did.
Maybe. Maybe it was last year.
Well, they didn't win the cup.
No, they didn't win the cup.
So I guess we got to cheer for the Habs.
I guess there's no thank you.
That's the only one.
No, thank you.
Only Canadian team going to make it, I think.
No, well, Edmonton might.
True.
So Edmonton might, knowing Edmonton, they might go crazy and make the cup final. I don't know.
I don't know. A lot of problems on that team. A lot of them defensively and goaltending still 5 years in of us saying they need goaltending and they need defense. Still,
They traded for a goalie and it didn't get any better.
you can't outscore your problems in the playoffs. You can't.
No, you can't.
You
You're
do
right.
it to some degree in the regular season. Leafs did it for years.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
Everything changes when postseason comes around. So good for Naz.
Number 2.
2. That was 1.
Yeah.
17 minutes in. We're only on number 2.
Now the other moves.
Oh, the
Right
other
on
ones.
the-
Okay, gotcha.
Braden Shen to the Islanders.
Boy, oh boy, I hope that guy doesn't buy a house. I hope he rents.
Well,
Because, oh, that's Braden. No, I'm talking about Luke. Sorry, yeah.
no, look at the Buffalo.
That was a bit of a shocker. Are the Islanders really in it?
Oh, yeah.
Are they? Okay, good.
And Matthew Schaefer is
I
like,
thought the Islanders were like one of them bubble teams that no one's sure.
no, this year they're actually doing pretty well.
Oh, okay. So they'll get in for a round and gone.
Probably.
Yep.
I don't know. But yeah, the captain of the Blues now leaves the Blues, goes to the New York Islanders. And again, if you go back months ago and the Leafs were not even good then, he was in rumors in Toronto for ages, and then why would they?
Yeah.
And then now he's a New York Islander.
So they're thinking Radish in the Leafs next year, hey?
Darren Radish.
Not Darren. Is it Darren? In Tampa Bay?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. They were talking about it last night. He's a free agent. One of their best defensemen
That
now.
sounds like a great idea.
Big booming shot. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? A Toronto boy
Yeah.
playing on the Tampa Bay Lightning. What's wrong with that?
We need to focus on the bigger problems here.
If he's good enough for Cooper, not good enough for the Leafs.
No.
What's wrong with that?
I shouldn't have put the blame on him because he's fine. But what I'm trying to say is, we need to stop hiding the real issue here.
What's the real issue?
We need to get rid of the captain. I'm sorry,
That's not happening. So move on.
but we can't keep hiding behind it.
He'll go at the end of his contract, but he's not going anywhere. Who knows? He might come back and be a goal scorer again next year.
Why can't they just ask him to waive?
They've lost 7 straight. Maybe they did. How do you know? Are you not an insider? Apparently,
Yeah, but when they asked
you
him-
said
when
they asked him if he took a step back, would he be okay with that?
He said yes,
Yeah.
or his team said yes. But when they asked Marner to waive, that came out
Yeah,
that he said no.
of course it did.
They asked him last year
Yeah.
to go to Carolina for Rantanen.
Another reason I can't stand Marner. Rantanen, yep.
Yeah, but his wife was pregnant at the time. Was she going to move all the way to Carolina?
Oh, okay. What does that mean?
It's kind of tough to move in that situation.
That had nothing to do with it. He was just screwing the Leafs over, and he wasn't going to do anything like that. Come on. Seriously, Marner. Come on.
Yeah, well,
Anyway, Vegas will learn soon
and he's not
how bad he is in the playoffs.
he's not the reason Leafs are bad.
Marner?
Yeah.
No.
No.
What, him leaving and the Leafs fall apart? No. If that's the case, boy, he was quite a bit of glue keeping that team together.
Yeah,
I don't know why the Leafs are bad. Could be coaching.
Matthews,
Matthews has done nothing.
Nylander.
Nylander has not been very good. They've lost 7 straight. I hope they get to 14 straight.
To be honest, I'm shocked. I'm kind of surprised they didn't trade a goalie.
Anything else over there? Because we're now over 20 minutes.
I have one more.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah, but I
Trade a goalie?
Yeah, I was surprised I didn't.
I'm sure it was all on the table. But if there's no one that's going to dance with you, you look awfully funny out there on the floor by yourself.
It's true.
Right?
Right.
Right. And based on what we've seen from Leaf goalies this year,
I don't think they're really.
is there any team thought, yeah, let's go after him for an upgrade?
Listen, Edmonton would better than Jari.
Best goalie in the league now is in Pittsburgh.
No, it's Vasilevsky, I think. Be the best goalie in the league.
Kind of being funny, but Stuart Skinner has been lights out.
Okay.
Yeah. Unfortunately for Pittsburgh,
He's been amazing in
They lost
Pittsburgh.
Crosby, and now they lost Malkin for 5 games.
Jeez.
So their playoff hopes may be fading in Pittsburgh.
And the last thing we're going to talk about.
Quick, come on.
We're not going to spend any time on this. This is a very small move, but I just wanted to bring it up because he's a former Leaf.
Oh, Japan's leading 2-1 now.
Good. They should be. I just wanted to bring this up because he's a former Leaf. It's a very small deal. David Kampf
Well, why are we even talking about this?
is going to the Washington Capitals.
What was that for?
A pick, I think. Or 2, maybe.
I know, but what was the point of that?
What, Vancouver signing him?
Needed a roster spot filled?
I mean, they traded John Carlson, and everyone was up and Tom Wilson was in tears after that one.
Yeah.
And Ovechkin said it was the saddest day of his life.
But see, that's how it should work. Washington can read the writing on the wall, right?
Yeah.
They're not there anymore. They got Ovechkin, who can still score some goals. How many years has he got left? Wilson's
this is
not
his
getting
last year
any
of his deal.
younger. They have to start turning the page on a new era in Washington. And they take one of their best defensemen, who's probably was a UFA, I would say,
Maybe.
and send him away and get what you can get for him. That's the way you run a hockey team.
There's other people that I think the Leafs should have considered. Maybe they did. I don't know. But people like Michelli was a guy for me they could have considered. Maybe
I don't see anyone calling for Michelli,
It's true.
although he's hot now. Well, he's hot on a bad team. And I'm just going to say, the trade deadline is the biggest farce going, right? Everybody gets involved now. It was very quiet this year.
Very, very
They
quiet.
try to load up for their playoff run. One team wins the cup. Seldom, very seldom, does the team that does the most do anything in the playoffs. Most guys that do that, they go through that, they go to their new team, they can't get adjusted in 2 months.
So this year would be Colorado did the most.
Yeah, but they made some moves that, like, Naz has been there,
Yeah.
right? They're a good team.
And Nas got some time left on this deal, too.
Yep.
So that's
$7 million.
it's a lot of money, but
As he gets older, it's worse, but that I think the cap is going up over $100 million in a couple of years, isn't it?
yeah, so Leafs are not in a good spot in any way, shape, or form.
Well, they didn't do it enough as far as I'm concerned. There's still too many of the regular faces, but there's still the summer.
And yeah, this just like lose, man.
Just keep losing. That's
Lose,
not going to be a
lose,
problem.
lose,
Trust me,
lose,
that won't
lose.
be a problem. And don't forget, Tuesday night, Leafs and Habs. Tuesday night.
Got to get that top 5 pick.
Tuesday night, Leafs and Habs. Idiots at the NHL offices. Total
The problem
buffoons.
is they can't get the top 5 pick because they're not as bad as Winnipeg or Vancouver or St. Louis or
Winnipeg's
Nashville.
closing in on them. If you look at
Or
the
Calgary.
you look at the standings,
Oh,
it won't be hard for the Leafs to get into the bottom 5 at all. 7 straight losses.
they're no Vancouver, but
And Austin Matthews came out and said they owe it to the fans for a good effort down the stretch.
what he said was they owe it to the fans
If last night was
to
their
pay
good
money for tickets.
If last night was their good effort, wow, that's not a good
Way
sign.
to attract fans, man.
Not a good sign. I'm assuming we're done.
Yep.
Holy smokes. Go for it.
So thank you for listening and watching this episode of 10 Minutes with Andrew. Find us on YouTube. Be sure to like it, subscribe, and comment. We'll be back next week with the next episode.
All right, we'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, be sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons and turn on notifications to be notified when we upload new content. You can also connect with us at andrewchansey.com.